Hello, traveler. Call me Yelan. I think you may need my help, and I just so happen to be interested in some information you have. In other words, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Hello Embers, welcome back to the channel. Final Flame here, and today I am giving you guys a artifact guide video. I know it's been a hot minute since I've actually done one of these guide videos, but just a heads up for those of you who have not been to my channel before, I like to do guide videos broken up into certain specific sections, aka I do artifacts, I do weapons, and then I also do team comps. I like to break it down into short little videos that are bite-sized instead of giving you a super long video. So, currently the only thing I can really discuss for the character Yelan is really artifacts, and keep in mind at the end of the day, build her however you want to. I'm just going to give you some of my insight so that you can potentially just think of some things that you may have not thought of before, or just confirm your thoughts if you think that you're already on the right track. So, first up is going to be the 4-star artifacts for the new/early game players. So the first setup is the Berserker set, and this set can give your character up to 36% crit rate, which is huge for any character, especially in the early game. Now, you do have to get Yelan below 70% HP in order to get the 4-piece bonus, but through some, enemy shenanigans or taking some fall damage, you can easily reach that. And the good thing about Yelan, since she scales off of HP, she's going to have plenty even when she's below 70%, so she's not going to be hurting for HP. Next up, we have the Gambler set, and you know I had to cover this one, especially for Yelan. That girl has the whole die throw and everything. So, with the Gambler set, it will help Yelan's elemental skill hit even harder. From what I've been hearing from people, the elemental skill hits like a truck. Not to mention the 4-piece effect is really useful for whenever you defeat an opponent, it will reset your elemental skill. So not only will this allow you to spam your elemental skill more, but this will help you charge your elemental burst up faster, which is very useful for Yelan. The last set I want to share with you is the Scholar set. This is actually really good for Yelan's elemental burst uptime. So obviously the 2-piece provides 20% energy recharge, but the 4-piece is where it's really at, where if Yelan gets particles, anybody on her team that is bow or catalyst will get 3 energy back, and this can reset every 3 seconds, which is really good for helping you, not only Yelan, but her teammates gain energy. Like let's say you have a Miko, she can gain some of her burst energy back off field with this. The first setup for the 5 stars is the Wanderer's Troupe, which a lot of us have pieces for. I believe this is actually a really good starter/transition set for Yelan while you farm for your final set. So, the main reason I put it on here is because the 4-piece effect will increase Yelan's breakthrough arrows by 35% charge attack damage, which is really good. Not to mention the Elemental Mastery will be good because if you're doing aka Vaporize for Yelan with their burst, charge attack, or skill, you'll actually get more damage out of it. The next artifact set up is the Noblesse Oblige, which is actually really strong for Yelan, especially the 2-piece effect, which increases her elemental burst damage by 20%, which is going to be the main source of her damage in many of our teams, I presume. Now, something you need to keep in mind is that I don't recommend running the 4-piece set unless you plan for Yelan to play more of a supportive role to the team, and also keep in mind that the attack percent doesn't do much for Yelan since her elemental skill and burst scale off of her max HP. Now, the next setup is the Tenacity of the Millelith, which I only recommend running the 2-piece set. I don't recommend running the 4-piece set due to the fact that Yelan doesn't have a consistently hitting elemental skill. Her elemental skill is just a short instance of damage and then that's it, so you won't really benefit from the 4-piece effect. However, the 2-piece effect of increasing her HP by 20% is huge due to the fact that Yelan scales off of her max HP, which is beneficial for almost everything she does. Next up is the Heart of Depth, and this is a really good set for Yelan as well, but I only recommend running the 2-piece set. The 4-piece set, while it will benefit her normal and charge attacks, I don't find it really all that great of a bonus for her. The 2-piece, however, will increase her hydro damage, which basically increases everything she does. And honestly, I would run this 2-piece with maybe Tenacity of the Millelith, Noblesse, or even Emblem of the Severed Fate. The last set is the Emblem of the Severed Fate, and this is probably the set that everybody's going to be going for, especially since it's the most resin efficient. This set will help you increase your burst uptime, and it will help improve your burst damage by the best amount compared to any other set. So with the 2-piece, you gain 20% ER, but also with the 4-piece, based on how much ER you have over 100%, Yelan does extra damage on her burst. So I recommend maybe having a energy recharge bow or energy recharge sands to boost this up. As for the main stats for her sands, goblet, and circlet, I recommend HP and ER for her sands, especially ER due to the fact that she has a passive that will give her HP, so keep track of ER and how much you may need to keep your burst up. Hydro damage, obviously, to increase her overall damage for her goblet, and then crit rate or crit damage depending on what you need in order to help balance your crit ratios. Finally, her substats, I recommend getting crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge, and HP percent. And really focus on your energy recharge whenever you're using Emblem of the Severed Fate and try to balance it properly with your HP percent. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below or come and join the Discord if you want to get it answered quickly. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did find it informative or useful, please like and maybe consider subscribing. Until then, keep burning bright and Latom.
I stay cooking in the stove like I'm Jean Lane. Get too close, I put that flame on you like Town mates. Try to run, you won't get far. My gun, you got sniper aim. One day when we find our sibling, we'll see brighter days. Yeah, yeah, wishing for brighter days, wishing for finer things. Like a 5-star name.